Now, John Ashley on the right has said that he's going to be playing something spicy tonight. Micah should be. Yep, I see a Ren 6. I see a Lightning Bolt. He is going to be on Titan Shift yet again. This deck is my nemesis. Every time that I play against Micah on this deck, I can't beat it. It's just an inevitability for me. I absolutely love the way that different people will shuffle their decks, will put out their cards. Mike is going to take a mulligan down to 6. Looks like John Ashley is showing us. Oh, he's on Living End. He is showing us the brand new, the brand new ley line that makes everything all colors and makes all of your basic lands. Makes all of your lands every basic land type. So he'll probably be running Sign of Draco, other things that prey on domain. Should be pretty interesting to see how this rolls. That's why he was so excited about playing it tonight. I believe it's Aspiring Spike. I think that's who has been working on that list. Mike has got his 6. He's putting 1 on the bottom. We're ready to go. Pre-game action. We've got our 5-color ley line in play. And John Ashley is so excited about that. Playing Arid Mesa, say go. Draw for turn. Gotta read that. Flooded Strand, say go. That Flooded Strand is a rainbow land. He doesn't have to fetch if he never wants to fetch. Micah will fetch down to 19. He'll probably grab one of his tap mountains, Cinder Glade or something like that. Nobody can work the phone correctly. Oh, it's the Surveil land. Very nice. So he's going to leave it on top. Draw for turn. Play another Arid Mesa. Tap for whatever color. I'm just going to Island Cycle the Lorien Revealed. Go grab a... Again, it doesn't matter what he gets. Everything's a rainbow land right now. He does not have to fetch away anything if he doesn't want to. It's crazy. Perfect mana. Perfect mana for maybe a dead draw or 2 throughout the course of a game. That's not terrible. Oh. Gotta check something really quick. I think we've got our stream down for some reason. What in the world is this thing? So that is Scion of Draco. A Scion of Draco that costs 2 mana to cast instead of 12. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Mike has got to think through this. So that Scion of Draco, I believe, is a 12/12 flyer. Gonna go ahead and cast the Ren 6. Gonna pick up one of the Arid Mesas. So Sign of Draco costs 12, domain, flying. Each creature you control has vigilance if it's white. It's all colors. So it's vigilance, hexproof, lifelink, first strike, and trample. it's just a 4/4, but that 4/4 for free, and he's casting casting a Shardless Agent to get Rhino, so he'll have two 4/4 Rhinos that have all of that text from Sign of Draco as well. Showing what's there. It's a pretty... This game is very, very close to being over, I believe. So we've got 8, 10, 14 power on board with all of the text that Sign of Draco gives all of that. Because of Leyline of the Guild Pack, I believe is the name of it, the 5-color Leyline that was just printed in Murders at Karlov Manor, not Murders at Markov Manor. Micah on the left is playing a little bit behind right now. This is lethal on board. I don't think he's got a way out. We're going to find out what the draw was. He might just scoop it up. What you going to do, Micah? Uptick, pick up land, play the land. 4 mana available to him. Play the Elysian, Dryad of the Elysian Grove, so he can play an additional land. Passes the turn. Now everything's got trample. Yeah, he's just dead. And they all have vigilance as well. Exactly 14 to his 13 life on. Okay, so that is Leyline of the Guild Pact, getting to do its very, very silly things in this Rhinos deck. John told me it was going to be spicy. I didn't expect it to be that strong, that fast. I knew that Rhinos is already a pretty fast deck, but that was a little silly. Just a little bit. What is Micah going to bring in against this? Any sort of enchantment hate, any sort of artifact hate is pretty good. If you're worried about the Draco and you're worried about the Leyline again, then that's, I guess, what you have to prioritize, as well as just the regular game plan for Rhinos, which is be faster, have a better tempo plan than you. And nobody on Monday could figure out how to reset their life correctly, so let's see if anybody tonight can. We've only got 6 players tonight. We're playing 3 rounds. We're having some fun, playing some Modern. I'm pretty sure that nobody showed up tonight because it's Valentine's Day. It's cold and rainy here in California, but that's okay. We're still going to have some fun. You're going to have some fun watching it with us, and we all get to see just what Leyline of the Guild Pact. I got to look up that title. I don't have anybody in the chat that can call it, I don't think. Leyline of the Guild Pact. Yeah, Leyline of the Guild Pact. Regular Leyline text, if it's in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. Each non-land permanent you control is all colors, and lands you control are every basic land type in addition to their other types. Might go be on the play again. He had to mult to 6 last game. So I was talking a little bit earlier with some of the guys here about Living End, talking about Yawgmoth, Hardened Scales, a lot of the decks that are having a chance to breathe a little bit without Fury, the decks that are still allowed to breathe without Beanstalk being in the format at all. Not really sure how healthy people really think the format is. I know that we still have just trouble getting people here on Wednesday nights to fire. It's kind of what it's felt like, honestly. Part of that's just it's January. John Ashley, is going to take a mulligan down to 6. Looks like Mike is going to stay at 7. And I think, nope, Mike is going to go down to 6 as well. The biggest criticism of Modern is that I'm not sure that the interaction is good enough in Modern yet. And I know they've got the chance to put more powerful interaction removal. Counterspell isn't the format, but is Counterspell a good card? Is always a good question to ask yourself. Archmage's Charm ends up being a very good card. I'm not sure how often just regular Counterspell ends up being a card worth playing. John Ashley is thinking pretty hard about this one. I don't think he actually needs to mulligan that aggressively to the Leyline of the Guild Pact. So he's not going to. They're both going to stay at 6. Michael he found the Leyline of the Guild Pact. Why not? Land for turn, say go. Draw. Play Woodfoot Hills pass the turn. Yeah, go to draw. He was thinking about doing something. Play a fetch. Fetch, probably pick up a Stomping Ground. Some sort of a green source, I'm guessing. Yeah, fetch shock. Green source, probably cast an Explorer, maybe cast a Sakura Tribe Elder. He'll explore, draw. Can play another land. He's got a mountain. Pass the turn. Fetch on a turn. Looks like a Surveil land. Very excited to see people playing these. I don't think they're strong enough for Legacy. I know we had someone in the chat on Monday asking about the Surveil lands in like Doomsday Piles or something like that. Let's see what the Surveil. Keep it on top. Draw for turn. Casted Draco for 2 mana. What do you have to remove anything? Force of Vigor. That's what it looked like. Force of Vigor pitching 2 cards? Yeah. Cast the Dryad. He didn't have another land to play. He didn't have a first land to play. He's got 5 cards. He had 2 cards left in hand. Swing for 4 in the air. Michael take 4. And John Ashley will go to 23. So he should be at 23. No, he got rid of the... He got rid of the ley line, so he is not getting life off of that. Michael will draw a card, see if he can find anything. He's got 2 cards left in hand. He did not have another land. John will fetch, grab. Just grab a snow-covered forest. So John on the right is up a game to Micah. Play land for turn. He's got mana up for Shardless Agent. He's got mana up for Violent Outburst. He'll fetch. And John did not attack because Micah had protection from the One Ring. Micah takes 1 from that. He'll draw 2 cards after activating the One Ring. And it looks like John went and got a Snow-Covered Plains. So Micah's drawn 2 cards. He's got 2 land drops. He's going to play Wrenn and 6 to pick up a land. Play the land for turn. He will wish. What is he going to wish for? His wish, he has to cast it this turn. And I'm just now realizing why he couldn't target the Scion of Draco with the Force of Vigor, because while it was a white card, it had, he's going to Violent Outburst in response to Micah casting Chalice of the Void. What is that? Cryptic Coat, probably? No, it can't be a Cryptic Coat. It's interesting. Anyway, so he's Violent Outburst in response to Micah casting a Chalice of the Void. He'll get 2 Rhinos. They are green, so Scion of Draco will give them some ability, probably Trample. But they already have. Block 1 of the Rhinos. Take 8 damage, go to 4. He'll Violent Outburst again. So he'll go to 1? Is that right? Yeah, goes to 1. Take 11 damage off of that. Cast another Rhino. And he will die to the One Ring at upkeep. He's going to activate it in response. Draw 3 cards. See if he can do anything. Nothing he can do. Very spicy little deck that John Ashley has got. Taking it 2-0. Ley Line of the Guild Pack. What an interesting card. What an interesting card.